Hey everyone, this is the first in a series of videos that I will be doing about my decision, my recent decision to look into and go forward on a weight loss surgery. Um, these can get a little personal, and we're not going to talk about gory details or anything, but I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a background on what led to my decision, and I have to give a little personal history for that. Let me first start off by saying that this is not one of those things that I did on a whim or to look pretty or anything like that. This is just for me and my health, and me and wanting to go forward and be healthy and happy and active. And where I am now, that's just getting harder and harder to do. First off, I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 in May, and I weigh 460 pounds. Yes, I know it doesn't look like that. A lot of people say, "Oh, you don't look that big. You're not that fat." Well, actually, I am. I was weighed yesterday as part of my weigh-in. That's what I weighed, 460 pounds. I'm between 6'1" and 6'2", and thankfully for me, I carry it a little bit more evenly than if it was just clustered here in my stomach or if it was just clustered anywhere else. But trust me, I'm a big old boy, and I know that. Um, I went through a process years ago. I don't remember. I think it was Central Baptist or St. Joe's. I almost went through with gastric bypass several years ago. I was actually still going to school at Moorhead when I did that, but kind of something didn't feel right, and I kind of backed out of it at the time. I'm kind of glad I did because procedures are getting so much more advanced now, and they have lap band, and they have the sleeve, and they have so many other things that they do now that are so much safer and more effective than they used to be. For this route, I will be going with the sleeve, the gastric sleeve, and that is from what I understand from my research and from talking to people who've had it done and talking to doctors. That's one of the more um, uh, better result yielding, I guess, of the surgeries. I looked at the lap band, but I've heard a lot of folks say it. Even the doctor told me yesterday that not a lot of success with folks who have a BMI, which is a body mass index of what I have, which is 60, which falls into the morbidly obese category. Now, I know that sounds terrible to say, but I'm just trying to be honest with you, be upfront, and kind of tell you what all is going on. So, I've been big my whole life. Even from when I was a kid, I remember wearing like a size 40 pants in like the 8th grade, 38, 40 pants. I'd lost some weight playing football in 7th and 8th grade, so that helped a little bit. But of course, as a child, I was bullied and tormented over my weight, and I wasn't nearly as confident as I am now. So that led to a lot of unfortunate situations. So it's been an ongoing struggle for years, and now it's starting to cause some mobility issues. I don't get around as good as I used to. Don't get around as fast as I used to. And when you got used to working on a job where you were always on the go, when I was WYMT, you had to move. And I'm getting into where I'm getting some more health problems now. I have problems with my thyroid. I have hypothyroidism that underproduces. And then thankfully, I've not had any high blood pressure or diabetes problems yet. I do have sleep apnea, and that causes me not to get a good night's sleep. And those of you who suffer with sleep apnea, you know how that affects you. So it's time. I sat down about it, and I prayed about it, and I talked to friends and family about it, talked to my wife about it, talked to my dad about it, talked to my mother-in-law about it, and it's time for a change. And it's not one of those, oh, I want to be skinny and pretty or anything like that. This is just for me to do for my own health and my own well-being. And I want to be where I can get out and about again. And one of the things I told you when I left WYMT was one of these days I would like to start a family. Well, I want to be able to run around with my kids, and I want to be able to be there for them and not have a chance of getting a terrible disease that may kill me early in life, or having a heart attack or something terrible like that. I don't even have a goal weight. They say, oh, what's your goal weight? I don't have one. I just want to get to a point where I am happy and healthy, and don't lose my breath when I walk up a flight of stairs, or don't get out of the shower in the morning, get dressed, and I'm already sweating, or have to have a room so cold that it basically freezes everybody else out of it. So that's where I want to be. Now, I do have one number goal in mind, and this is kind of something that Stephanie, my wife, and I come up with. I do have to do a 6-month diet for insurance purposes. So between now and June, I'll be doing a 6-month diet. I did my first class with a dietitian yesterday, having the procedure done through Dr. Johnson's office at Pikeville Medical Center. She was great. Met her for the first time yesterday and kind of went through the first phases. I'll talk more about that here in just a second. But I met with a dietitian yesterday, and I started diet on Monday. So this weekend is kind of my last hurrah of having some of my favorite foods. I know Steph is making me a peanut butter pie, which is one of my favorites tonight, and then I'm having some of my favorite foods over the next couple of days. But Monday morning we hit it hard, and we're hitting the exercise, and we're getting going. So we're going to be moving on with this one. So it's going to be hard. It really is going to be tough at first. I'm not going to deny I haven't exercised in a really long time, because when you're 460 pounds, it's really hard to have any stamina to exercise for long amounts of time. And I apologize for this random static shot here. I ordered a tripod for my phone, but I haven't gotten it yet, so hopefully we'll get that one day next week. So for our next one, we'll be able to kind of make it look a little bit better. And we're going to try to shoot these. I'm going to try to shoot these on Fridays. So every Friday evening, Friday night, somewhere they'll be in there, and something happens, I'll post an update on Facebook, which is where I'm going to post a link to these at if there's something going on or something I can't make it. And so, but we're going to try to do these once a week for a while and see how that goes. I don't want to get on there and be like, well, nothing happened this week, I lost a pound. But the main purpose of me recording these videos is to bring light to what brought me to this decision and what the process is. I know a lot of folks have a lot of questions. I did before I started researching this process to see what was the best for me, what would help me the most in my long-term goals with weight loss, and what would be the healthiest and the safest. So I know a lot of folks probably have questions. Maybe some folks are on the fence. They don't know if they want to do it, or, well, I don't know about all that. They're cutting on me. Well, this is what this video series is for, to kind of get all this out there in the open and to answer questions. Now, if you want to, in the comments below on either YouTube, I'm going to post this on YouTube. It's going to be on WYNT.com too. They contacted me last night, Neil Middleton did, said they were going to post this on WYNT.com, so I appreciate them for helping me kind of push this story out a little further, and on our Facebook pages. So if you have questions, put those in the comments below this video, and I'll try to answer those in the next video, or at least some of them. There's a lot of them. We may have to condense a little bit, but I want to make sure that we get the message out. Let's talk about the diet real quick. I'm not going to get too long on this first video, although it is a little bit, it's already a little longer than I thought it might be, but that's all right. It's the first video. We got plenty of these to go. But I start the diet on Monday. It's 12 to 1,600 calories. The dietitian told me no less than 1,200 calories and no more than 1,600. So that's going to be a big difference, I'm sure. Now I probably 2,500, 3,000 or more each day. So that's going to be basically cutting almost in some respects half of what I eat now. And some big changes. Pop will be cut out. Sweets, carbs, a lot of carbs, fats. So it's a very heart healthy type diet. So we're going to be watching how that develops. We're going to sit down this weekend and plan out our menu for next week and buy that healthy food probably on Sunday. So on next Friday, we'll kind of talk about how the first week went and how my eating patterns have changed and how it's affected me. I'm sure the first thing I'll probably say next Friday is I'm starved to death, but we'll kind of get into that and see how it goes. But a very personal experience for me. So there may be times where you may catch me getting a little bit stumbled up on words or not knowing what to say, because I'm not used to, now you know me, I'm an open book. If you know me, if you watch me on TV, you know me. That's the real me. There's no filter or anything. But when it comes to sharing a lot of really personal things, this will be kind of the first time I'm really opening up about that. So bear with me. I'm going to do my best to kind of make sure that you have all the information and experiences from my experiences to help you along your journey if you decide to go this route. So that's the diet. We talked to the doctor at the first visit, met with the nurse practitioner, did medical history, talked to the doctor about kind of the process. I have to have a lot of things done. I have to have lab work. I have to have an EKG done. I have to have some other testing done, a sleep study done again. We know I have sleep apnea, but we have to have another one done. We have to have some scopes done. There's several things. I have a checklist that I'm going to get in the mail with lots of things that we're going to be getting done over the next 6 months. I have to go to a diet class once every month at PMC, or my doctor, my primary care doctor, can make sure that we're on the right track on that. I also have to take some, I guess they're like, what would you call them? They're like group sessions to help you get prepared for the surgery. I can't think what she called them yesterday, but you meet with people who are going through the same process, and you kind of share experiences and things like that. And we'll be doing a couple of those before June. Surgery right now, tentatively, I mean, if everything goes according to plan, late June, July, 1st of August, somewhere right around there. So it's going to be a little while. This journey will probably be quite a long one. So we're going to be going through and documenting this. Again, maybe once a week at first. I'm not going to get you mid March, April, and be like, we're on the diet, we're still doing this. But, we'll, if there's new things to bring to the table, we'll kind of bring those to you. So I just wanted to kind of introduce and get you into the process, what we're going to be doing over the next several weeks and months. And hopefully you'll follow along with me, and hopefully these videos will help you either determine if you need to make changes in your life, or kind of see what I did to make the changes in my life, because I'm, again, 32 and I want to be around until I'm 92. So it's time for a change while I'm still young and can still kind of get back into action. So I'm going to wrap this video up for now, and thank you for watching. If you made it all the way through, about almost 11-minute video for the first one now, but I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support that folks have given me so far. And as we get into it, we'll be talking more about past experiences and what's going on now. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next Friday.